start, but that's all right. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good. Good morning.
Good morning.
See, it doesn't sound like everybody. All right. How are we all doing this morning? How was the weekend? How is life?
Another beautiful quarantine day.
Are you guys being careful? Apparently, the cases in Tallahassee is up to like what? I don't know, some crazy large number. So hopefully, you're taking care of yourselves and each other. All right. So the place I wanted to start today, right here, was with the homework. Button. Cancel, right? Cancel, yeah. What I want to start today right here is with a few of the homework examples to kind of see where we're at. So in this graph right here, it says use transformations to graph the function, then determine the domain and the range and the horizontal asymptote of the graph. Well, looking at the graph of the function that I have right here, the +5 right here means that the graph is going to be shifted up 5 units, UNITS. And then the minus sign right here means the graph is shifted, it was reflected over the, graph is reflected over the, is reflected over the x, over the y-axis. My goodness. Okay. The y-axis. Actually, I have this in reverse order because you're supposed to do this one first, and then you do this one. The order actually does matter. And so let's go ahead and see how we would graph that answer right here, and then answer the remaining questions, domain, range, and horizontal asymptote. So to graph the function, click like so. Now it's not a line, it's an exponential curve, so I gotta click this one right here. Now, interestingly enough, when you're graphing these kind of functions for these examples, it actually does not matter where you click. For example, I'm going to click all the way over here at 8, -8, right here. What is more important is filling in this information correctly. The first thing, and the thing that most students miss for some reason, is the base, right? The base of this function is not e, right? The base is actually the number 3. And so most people get this question wrong, is literally they don't fill in the base. They do everything else, the reflection over the y-axis. So you click right here for your reflection over the y-axis. Notice right here, remember how I clicked 8, -8 over here? The graph happens to be in the right place. And then the graph is shifted up. So I gotta click my shift button and gotta go up by 5. 1, 2, 3. That's not horizontal, wrong one. Up, vertical, up by 5, 2, 3, 4. Oops, stuff right here. And that's all we really need. No horizontal or vertical compressions here. And then you hit save, and then you hit check, and then you see good job, good job, good job. High five, high five, high five. Woo! Hopefully you remember that the domain for every single of these, one of these rational functions is -infinity to +infinity. Right? That's always the domain. Doesn't matter what kind of transformation the graph is under. Okay. The range and the horizontal asymptote are tied together. This graph does not have a range from 0 to infinity anymore because the graph has been shifted up 5 units. And so the range is actually now 5 to infinity. So the range right here is a parentheses, not a square bracket. Let me try this, guys. Yeah. 5 to infinity. That is our range right here. And of course, the horizontal asymptote is tied to the range, so it's going to be y is equals to 5. Any questions there? And as they say in the business, well done, well done. Now, one of the interesting things that I'm pretty sure all of you know, but for some reason don't practice, is that it has this button down here that says similar question. Yes, yes, because you got a question right doesn't mean you have mastered the question. You should actually go far, do two questions, and then come back and try a question if you had any questions about how it's done. So, what's going to happen now is this graph right here. I want you to put for me the domain, the range, and the horizontal asymptote in the private message. So I want those three answers: domain, range, and horizontal asymptote for this graph right here. Send me a private answer. For infinity is I and Fy. If you want to write infinity, so you go negative, for example, I and Fy, comma, I and Fy. That's how you'd write the domain out if that's what you believe the answer is, infinity. So go ahead, work them out, and then send me a chat. Send me a chat. So the question is 4 to negative x plus 3. And you're sending me a chat message. So what I need right for you is the domain, the range, and the horizontal asymptote. Those are the three things that I need. Is there a way? I don't know. I'm thinking. Is there a way? Is there a way? College algebra in 2020. And so the graph was f of x is equals to 4 raised to the negative x plus 3. I want the domain. I want the range. And I want the horizontal asymptote. Okay, let me see what I have so far for my answers. All right, so Mr. Miley, that is correct. Bria, domain is correct. Diana, domain is correct. Where's the rest? Where's the rest? Bria, range is correct. Horizontal asymptote is correct. Miley. Nope, nope, nope. You had the initial range correct, Mr. Miley. Range, that is correct, Miss Prim. I'm waiting on answers, peoples. I'm waiting on answers. Shemaya, the domain is correct. The range is correct, Miss Oscar. Come on, people. Hurry it up. Step on the gas. Isn't that how they say it on TV? Step on the gas. Jayla, that is correct. Miss Oscar, yes, the horizontal center is right. Miss Henry, that's right. That's right, and that is right. Mr. Ron, that is right. I forgot how to find the HA. Miss Prim, you're missing a y is equals. Oh, there we go. Here we go. That's right. Miss Durham, it is y equals that number. That's how you write out the correct answer. Denise, domain is correct. Jayla, that is correct. Denise, that is correct. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Miss Stormy, have I got an answer from you yet? Who am I missing? Kari, have I got an answer from you yet? Yes, that is right. Miss Stormy, Denise, that is right. Mr. Guyton, I don't think I have an answer from you yet. Let me double check. That might be wrong. And Ayana, Bogle. I think I'm missing an answer from you too. I'm waiting. And again, those arriving late, don't forget to put your name for attendance. All right, no answer. Mr. Antrell, no answer. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you an extra credit for test number 4 on Thursday. You want to know how you're going to get the extra credit for test number 4 on Thursday? It's going to be real simple. It's going to be, how many times you do this? I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Okay, Miss Anna, I'm thinking about it. Maybe I should give you an extra. Nah, I should do that. All right, so let's roll. So the answers to our problem. Oh, let me try this out. So the answers to our problem rightly start from us simply graphing the function. As graphing the function will help us understand where we're at and what we're supposed to be doing. So I start by clicking the graph right here. I am doing an exponential function. Like I was saying, it doesn't really matter where you click. It's always going to set it back to the base. Go ahead and first set the base. The base is 4. And so this thing right here, instead of E is 4. Like I say, most reason why people get this wrong right here is they have the wrong number in for the base. After that right here, the minus sign right here means the graph is reflected over the, this is the one you gotta click. See right here, reflect over the y-axis. And then the +3 means the graph is going to shift up. 1, 2, 3. And so therefore, for my function right here. Close. Now, once I have this right here, my answer. Fantastic! Fantastigy. Right here, now I can answer the 3 questions I asked you. The domain was, uh-oh, I hit the button too many times. The domain was negative infinity to infinity. That is your domain. Remember, domain never changes for exponential functions. The range right here, the range is from 3 going up. And so the range is 3 comma infinity. That's my range. If there was a minus sign in front of 4 and that made the graph upside down, then the range will go from negative infinity to 3. Check answer. A horizontal asymptote is at 3, so that's going to be y equals 3. Horizontal asymptote right there. All right, something very similar question. Oh, finally they have a shift downwards, right? Still a reflection over the x-axis. I wonder if I could get a different one. Click base is come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This one has been shifted down, so this is going to be -1. That's the only difference here. Save, check. Excellent. I should be a math student, man. Being a math student is so easy. You just get the right answer all the time. Right? Yeah. Don't you all wish you were math majors? Well done. You got skills, yo. The range right here would be the range right here is -1. So that's -1 to infinity. Now, basically what I'm doing right here is I'm checking for possibilities. I know how to work the problem out, but I'm looking for if there's something strange or different from the ones that I've seen to make sure I can work all the problems. Fantastic. And that's what I'm clicking through right here. Nope. And so therefore it looks like those are all the ones that I'm going to be seeing today. Any questions? I said yes, give you an extra credit. Look at that, that's so nice. Nah, y'all ain't gonna want the extra credit. I'm gonna say, you can keep the extra credit. That's what you're gonna tell me. So, all right, so that's cool, y'all. All right. So that was a little bit of a look back at the graphs of these functions right here. The reason why I was doing it here is that a lot of time people get frustrated with these questions. They say, I know what to do. But a lot of times the mistake they're making is they're putting in the wrong base. So even though they have the right shifts and things, because they don't change the base from E, because you can see the base right here is 3, it will not give you the right answer. So I had to point that out to all the kind people in the world.
I've
All
got a
right,
quick.
so we have, go ahead.
So the 3 to the negative x power, that's reflected over the y-axis, right?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, that is correct. Let me share my screen on the other side quickly. Screen, start the broadcast. I'm broadcasting right here from Tallahassee. Yeah. So if I have this right here, f of x is equal to -4 raised to the x -2 right here. This minus sign is a reflection of the x-axis. So the original graph looks like this. After I reflect it over the x-axis, it looks like this. So this number right here is -1. So reflect. And then the -2 shifts the graph down to units. It -1, -2, -3. The graph will look like this. That would be the graph right here. So your domain would be this. Your range would be down to, right? So it was negative, yeah. So it'd be -2 to, it's backwards. It should be -infinity to -2. And the horizontal asymptote would be y equals -2. The y-intercept would be 0, -3, and then the graph will be decreasing.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else?